I have coming home from the mosque that God wanted me to visit, and they say the good woman, she said to me that they had a meeting today, and it was about 9-10 o'clock. So I was there in the morning and waiting. I come there 15 minutes before 9, and then it was a beautiful day. It was full sunshine. So I sit in the sun, and there were workers in that area because they are building the real mosque there. So it was machines, and I was told from heaven that I should bring with me my protection for sounds. So I had it on my head and sit in the sunshine, and I hear from where they were digging, but not so very high sounds. So it was okay. And then they stop and drink coffee like they do here in Sweden, that when they're working, they stop working and go away and drink coffee. When I was working in the United States, we couldn't go away to drink coffee. We had to. We could drink coffee, but we have to work in the same time. We have to have a cup of coffee on the side where we were working. But in Sweden, they go away and relax from work. So they did this. It was one man that came and talked to me, and he asked me if I wanted some coffee. And I don't like coffee, and I don't drink coffee. But I say yes because I wanted him to come closer so I could talk to him about why those women, didn't they come to this place? If it was something wrong I have done. And I asked him 9-10, is it maybe is in the evening they were saying to me. I say to him, but he said that we don't have meetings so late. He say he was Muslim, and so he gave me coffee, and he was looking for. I needed sugar in the coffee and things for me, and friendly. I'm talking friendly. They sit. One other man come and they sit close to me, so I could ask them things. So that was in the plan, that he should come closer so I could talk. And he opened up the door for me to that place where women was meeting each other. So he opened up the mosque for me. And I sit outside in the sun until you start working again, I say to him. And I told him that I was sensitive for sounds, so I couldn't sit outside when they were working. And but it come one woman before they started working, so I drove in together with her, and she was okay, and she was the one responsible for the room. And I say it was the man that opened up the door for me, because they was thinking I could sit inside and waiting. And she was okay. I asked where the bathroom was, and she showed me. And then she was praying, and but then it come these women that God have been talking about me about. He showing me the first time I was in the mosque that it was 2 women that was kindly and 2 women that was evil. So they come, and those the evil ones, they didn't want to say hi to me. They only walk in and doesn't want to look at me. But those 2 friendly, they were saying hi to me, and I asked if it was they that had called me, because it was someone calling me of these women. And they did. I say I was sleeping very hard, and but they never called me back again. And I understand it, because these evil women dictate what they should do. So those 2 evil women come in front of me and say that I was not welcome into their place. They say that you don't believe like us, so you have to go away. So they kick me out. They didn't say it friendly. They say, get out of here, like that. And I say to them that I have studied the Quran. I say to those evil, and in the Quran they say that it says that you should welcome people and be like your guest, and not kick out like you are doing. I say, you don't follow the Quran, I say to her. And I know I should normally not saying like that, but it was like what happened in the other chapter that I did yesterday, that I got more power. It was true. I was more powerful than before. And I told them, the evil one, that she kicked me out and not welcome me as a guest. And then the kindly young woman, she come forward and say, we don't kick you out, she say to me. But I say to her, didn't you hear what she was saying to me? She say that I should go out from here because I was not welcome here. I was not, I have to go out, I say to her. And she didn't say anything against it, because she heard it. And and still she say, because I say about the Quran, say that they should welcome all the strangers in into the Muslim area and treat them as a guest. And as a guest, you don't kick them out. You are not angry at them and hate them when you have guests. Guest is the positive things, not negative. But these two, exactly those two women that God have shown me, they did this to me today. So I didn't I took my shoes with me on my scooter because I didn't want to put my shoes on at the mosque, because that is one of the things I do since I was in Africa. I started in Africa to do that I clean up my shoes before I leaving. It's symbolic, but I do that also in visible. That is to when people have been evil to you, when they have done something against you, make you be sad or angry, you should only shake it off, because that's the devil inside them that make them do this against you, and we should not care about the attack from the devil. It's only to shake you off. Shake, shake, shake the devil off. And so I drive away as it was warm. I could sit with barefoot on the scooter, and then later on stop and take on my shoes. And I went out home, and it was like yesterday when God came and talked to me that I should not have any fear, and I felt no fear. I felt God's anger on these evil women. And so in that way, they say that it's a peaceful religion, Islam. But those women, they didn't know that. And this was these Muslim women that have those black clothes on, that they cover up themselves, so it's only the face you can see. Everything is covered up, so they are in very deep believe in what say to them for what is it, 800 years ago? What is it? Was in year 600, and nothing have happened after that. That Muhammad say he was the last prophet, and it's not only Islam that have that. It's impossible to be talking about what that God have talking to me. And first of all, the worst is that to be a woman and say that God is talking. that is the worst to be. But also that there is one prophet, and no one else can hear from God. And so it's like cut off everything. Religions today is to cut off everything that is new things, that when people hear from God, and they can't say that because it's forbidden of people. It's not God that have say that you can't hear from me. It is those prophets. They have told. They are in their human form. They have told people that they are the last prophet. And then in the Mormon churches, the prophet that is today is the only one on the top, and he is a living prophet, and that make other religions to hate that church because they say they have the prophet. And so this with the prophet is very sensitive. Is make people hate and kill because of that. And especially, you can't say that as a woman, that God is talking to you. It's in Christianity, it is working a little in some churches, because they believe Jesus as God, so that he was together with the people, and he was God coming down as Jesus. They are thinking like that, and that make it more a little softer, so that God can walking around here on earth, they think. So, but most of the religions, they believe there is one prophet far away. There is no living prophets. So they hate and go angry and try to work against prophets of today. And I don't know what God will make me do and say now, because now I have ended the work for God that I should do, to be with these women, but I knew it already that it's gonna not be easy to be with women in Islam. So I don't know what, but when I drive away, I told those evil, I am going to talk to God about you. But if you don't know it by now, but I have told you many times that my God doesn't kill. And so I don't want to say, God, can't you kill that person that is evil to me? We can't say that. It's sad sometimes that we can't cut them off in that way, and they can live until they are 100 years old and being evil. But we can't do that because we are not God. So we can't kill, and only in that way that we ask for protection from heaven, that we can do, but we can't go and kill a person, even how evil that person are to us, in that way that they kill our child, for example, or doing wrong things with a child. We can't kill them because we are not God. So that I don't say that about those evil women today in the mosque. I only told them that I'm going to talk to God about you. I say, I didn't say that I should ask God to kill them, but God can do it in other way to take them away, if it's so that he wanted. He don't kill, but he make them move, for example, and have other. Sometimes when I was homeless in United States, and people was evil to me very much, and I cried to God to help me. Then he make it be some trouble in the life of that evil person. So the focus didn't go on me. The focus was on what's going on in that time for that person. So they like ignore me and say, I can take it later. I have to do these things first. And then I could run away from it. So that's a kind of thing God can do. He don't kill, but he can move people. Or like, of course he can hurt them, so one leg is off, but they are not killed. One leg is off, and they have to focus on to be healthy again, like that. But not kill. That is not what God promised us. That after the Noah, he said he should not kill. And it come a spirit thing that we are back to Noah time. We are, but before Noah it was killing. God was killing people before Noah, but after Noah, God say that he should not kill anyone. He didn't like that. He did that before Noah. And now we are in Noah time, and maybe we are going back to the beginning before Noah time. And before Noah time, God was killing people that was bad. And now we maybe are going back to that time now. So I can't be sure that God doesn't kill in this time. Because that's what you heard me breathing, like the spirit come into me. So that what was told from the spirit world, that we are we are not really in Noah time anymore. We are before Noah time, before. So it's very, very close to the end time. We don't know when the end time will be, but we will see the signs of it, and I see the sign of it. So thank you for listening. This what have been done, and it was really true what God told me yesterday. And I don't doubt that God exists, because I have got so many evidence of it. So it was one of many evidence that God is here and talking to me, because things happen like He say it should happen. And He said to me was, "Do not fear." And I didn't fear these evil women today. God bless you. Thank you for listening.